welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. Just kind of a impromptu quick video here. That's why it's going on this channel versus my main channel. All right, so the GMT Master 2 ceramic, the 126710, the BLNR, the BLRO. For some reason, I keep track of prices. It's been about a couple weeks, a week or two since I checked prices. Guys, I was really surprised. Prices on these new watches, these new GMT Master 2s, they're coming down, all right? So here in Japan, the Pepsi was north of 4 million yen, all right? Now, I'm not gonna do the currency conversion for you because it changes and I don't know what you want, whether you want euros or dollars or whatever, so just do it yourself. But keep in mind that a couple weeks ago, it was north of 4 million yen. That's the BLRO, all right? Now, the BLNR went for, well, probably about a little over 3 million yen, all right? The Pepsi, the BLRO, has come down, all right? So you can get a brand new one on Rakuten right now for 3,641,250 yen. So it's, and again, this is a brand new one, and that's 450,000 yen cheaper. So that's about maybe 4,000, 3,000 USD cheaper. What happened? Really weird. All right, so what about the BLNR? That's, well, the cheapest new one you can get is 3,480,000 yen. So the gap has closed, all right? So it's almost like the Pepsi has come down and the BLNR has gone up just a little bit. It hasn't reached the heights of the BLRO, but the gap has narrowed. And what I'm really surprised about is that the Pepsi is no longer above 4 million yen. You know, there was a point where I was checking and you couldn't find one in Japan for less than 4 million yen. And now you can get a brand new one for thousands less. What does this mean? I don't know. I'm not sure. Have the gray markets just had their fill and everybody who gets a BLNR and a BLRO hits the shop and sells it, and they've got so many, they're like, you know, we would love to have more, kinda, because we can control the price, but we really can't. You know, is that what's happening? Are they just getting too many of these and they just have to lower prices? I mean, look, if Rolex watches are going from the AD to the gray market, nobody's really using them, they're just selling them to make a buck. Eventually, these gray market dealers, they're gonna hit capacity, they're gonna put a price that maybe isn't sustainable, people aren't buying them, and they're gonna get too many of them. And I just think it's gonna happen eventually. I mean, it can't continue like this for years and years and years. Eventually the rich people are gonna, you know, have their fill of BLNRs and BLROs, and people aren't gonna be able to afford them. And so these gray market dealers are gonna have to arrest the price rises. And maybe that's what we're seeing right now. Maybe they're hitting capacity. But it's interesting because when you start seeing prices on the GMT falter, and is this just a fluke? I don't know, I'll keep track of things. But you know, does this spell disaster for these watches like two-tone Datejusts and Oyster Perpetuals and regular steel Datejusts? Watches that are going for a premium that you can't find at the authorized dealers that probably you and I would pick up if we were to stumble upon one, and we'd probably wear it and enjoy it and be happy we got it. But if everything was available, GMTs and subs and everything, would we be getting those watches? No. So I think if prices falter on the GMT and the sub and the real hot models, that's disaster for these models that are really getting a lot of traction because of the hype of these more desirable models, the models that we would rather wear, right? So anyway, just sort of a heads up, and I'll keep you posted and we'll see what happens. But this is really interesting. All right, so I don't know what to take away. Just maybe gap is narrowing between the BLRO and BLNR, and prices are dropping on the BLRO. Prices are steady on the BLNR. All right. Let me know what you think. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.